not always easy to follow the perfect diet. It's about progress over perfection.
I am joined with Martin Dasco. He runs Martin Feasts on Instagram. Hey, Martin, thanks very much for joining me. I'm very excited to have you on today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah.
So let's. I love what you've been doing recently. These little notepads.
Thank
And
you.
again, if you're not already following him, make sure you go and follow him on Instagram. But I'm just going to pull a few of these up and just kind of get you to expound on them a little bit.
For sure.
And probably the first one that, if I could give something multiple likes, it would be this one right here. But talk to me about what was going through your mind with this one. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory for those you can't see, but it's, Martin's list of foods you're never allowed to eat again.
Then it says, just kidding, life's too short to give up pizza. Stop following restrictive diets. Yeah, because I find this social media, this is also common in the entrepreneurship space. Social media is just filled with condescending lists of like things you can't do or shouldn't be doing or should be doing that you're like, and then you see it like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but really it's just condescending and stupid. Like I'll see these, like it just gets worse and worse and just creates anxiety for people. Like I've seen lists where it's like, food you should never eat, pizza, avocados are bad for you, like nuts are bad for you. It's like, oh my God, I've literally seen every food on this list.
That's a great point. I never thought about that. Like
if you compiled all the lists of food you're not allowed to eat ever again, every food would be on that list. Like, what are you left with, And then everyone's got a different answer. Like someone's gonna be like, oh, I don't know. Some people are like, you should never eat nuts because they're bad for you. I've a guy message me. He's a raw vegan, and he's just like, you should only eat like so and so. I'm like, okay, like I get it. That works for you, man. But I'm sorry, like I like pizza. Like I'm not gonna lie to myself, I'm not gonna eat it every day, but it's okay to have a slice. Yes, the reason I did that was because I was just so sick of these condescending lists. It's like, here's food you can't eat. Here's things you should do. Wake up at 3 a.m, meditate, blah blah blah. It's like, shut up. So I wanted to have some fun, so I made that list. And the beauty about creating content is you don't know what's going to work. So I posted that. I didn't know if it was going to work or not, and it took off. So I guess a lot of people can relate to it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's what I love about your stuff is it's realistic. Here, where's another one that I like?
And being realistic is key. I'm tired of unrealistic like advice.
This one right here.
Yeah. So it says why most diets fail. The first one is no fun is allowed. So so it says no fun is allowed. Pizza is yummy. You get stressed out. Or the diet isn't realistic for your lifestyle. So that's one thing I guess that I haven't really touched upon yet is lifestyle. Like sometimes I'll read a list of food that you should be eating, and I'm like, well, how can anybody afford this? First of all, like you'd have to like dedicate your entire life to working full time just to eat this kind of food. It's just so unrealistic, and yeah. And then, well, what about your lifestyle? Like, what if you have to work odd hours? And you have to factor in that people have families and kids, and it's not always easy to follow the perfect diet. It's about progress over perfection.
Yeah. The idea that a perfect diet exists, I think, is a fallacy. I think you talked about it a little bit before, but the reality is, any diet can work for any person. Like if it matches up for you. What works for one person may not work for the other, but the idea that there's going to be one thing that works for everybody is just a fallacy. That's one of the reasons I love intermittent fasting is, no, it's not going to work for everybody, but there's so much flexibility in it that it can work for a lot of people.
And look, Ryan, honestly, if I was a millionaire celebrity, yeah, I'd love to have my own chef and to eat just the perfect, portions all day, every day. And in the perfect world, yes, we'd all eat perfectly, but life happens. You have a budget, you have time constraints. I mean, you have tastes, you have urges. So I try to put advice into those. I always try to consider those categories, those things when I give advice, because it's like, could someone actually do this? Like I could give you a workout, be like, okay, go do 1,000 push-ups today. Like, all right, it's a great workout. Like, yeah, 1,000 push-ups. That obviously works, but you don't have the time to do it. You're not going to do it. It's unrealistic. And you're like, okay, screw this guy. What does he think I have time to do 1,000 push-ups?
Yeah, no, and again, man, I love the advice. And just talking about that, talk to me a little bit about when you kind of made the shift. When did your kind of passion shift to sharing kind of what you've learned?
Yeah, so the problem with fitness is like everyone's got the perfect photos. Like everyone's photoshopped to the max. Like they're on supplements and so on, and other supplements, which I don't judge. I don't care if people want to do whatever they have to do. If your job is to be a professional model, you do what you got to do. It's not it doesn't impact me. But then regular people see this and they're like, wait a minute, that guy's got a 12-pack and he's so tan or she's so tan, she's the perfect butt, the perfect boobs. Well, there's reasons for people looking a certain way, which is cool. But then the regular people can't be comparing themselves to that, and comparison is the thief of joy. So you're feeling good. You had a great workout. You go on Instagram, and then there's your buddy with a 12-pack. You're like, oh shit, and he's only eating like rice and chicken. And you're like, well, I don't want to eat rice and chicken because it kind of sucks, and because I just don't. So I just realized that regular people didn't have a voice in social media, and I have eyes. I'm not the most jacked guy. I'm not the biggest or the strongest or the leanest, but I am also. You also have to realize there's someone that wants to be where you are. Like Ryan, like you lost 60 pounds. A lot of people don't want to lose 60 pounds. There's a lot of people that just want a better lifestyle and still be in shape, like myself. They want to have their lifestyle improved. And that's a win for them. For one person, a win was just that they didn't bring Tupperware containers to work anymore. They would order lunch. They would have a regular lunch and they didn't have to bring 6 containers and eat every 2 hours. So I just felt that regular people needed representation on social media. So I started sharing like realistic advice, and I started questioning like these stupid condescending memes and these this advice that nobody can apply. I'm like, okay.
Well, good stuff. Well, speaking of which, kind of talk to me a little bit about, for people that are watching and kind of want to learn more about what you're doing and what you're up to. Where can they go? Obviously on Instagram, but talk a little bit about what you're doing and where people can learn more.
Yeah, so my Instagram is at Martin Feast. Everything is there. I show you how to get lean by doing nothing. I have IGTV. I have if you click the link in the bio, I have a website. I give you all my best advice for free. But if you're willing to get to the next level, I have a course. It's called What's for Dinner. It's how to get lean by doing nothing. So I give you an exact plan in there, a 21-day plan. We go over every way of eating, meal plans. By plan, I mean what to order at Chipotle. And then workouts that I do, and like research on fasting, and that my course is on sale actually right now for the lowest price ever. So it's there on my Instagram. Shoot me a message if you want to just say hello. Shoot me a message. We'll get in touch. And I also offer coaching if you want to get serious about if you want someone to hold you accountable. If you just want free advice, go to my Instagram. It's all there. It's more than enough to get started. More than enough actionable tips. Like I said, thanks for having me. Shoot me a message, and I love to hear from you guys.
No, good stuff. And I'll be sure to link all that stuff in the description below this video as well, to his website and all that stuff in the description below this video. But hey, thank you so much. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you coming on and talking with us today. Talking with me. I know I've really enjoyed it. And again, I love what you're doing, and I love the fact that, it's realistic, and, that's the goal. So I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
All right. Hey, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this video and are interested in seeing some more, I'm going to leave some videos on the screen now. I encourage you to check those out. And remember, we're not looking to lose weight fast. We're looking to lose weight forever. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next video.